this gentleman and his claims. All right, let's look into this gentleman's claims of him knowing and, and then the police would have said that, they would have done their checks and whatever, and nothing. If they didn't see anything or they didn't, they're not convinced that anything is going on. All right. I have my own position on that. Those of you who would have looked at the clip, those of you who didn't see the clip of him on morning show, and he making his claims and making his statements. It's interesting. It's a very interesting claim, a very interesting statements that he has been making. But strange enough, there are people who believe him and there are people who don't. And I wanted to just hear from you in the last hour that I have with you, last hour that I have with you. What is your take? Do you believe or do you don't believe? And I'm going to show you some pictures of the gentleman. And you tell me if you believe or if you don't believe. All right, this is your opportunity to make your claim, make your statements today on Street 919 FM. So tell me if you believe or if you don't believe in what the gentleman had to say. I'm giving everybody an opportunity to share. All right, you make your judgment. So I'm going to play the video. If you join me on Facebook, join me on YouTube. I'm going to play you the videos of him making the claim. I want to play. Let me see how I can do this. So we're going to do our own investigations here now. All right. So I'm going to play you some videos. And you're going to tell me if you believe him or you don't believe him. If you accept what he had to say, if you think that the police should investigate. Let me put it that way. Do you think that the police should investigate this matter a little more? Instead of just saying that you don't believe him, do you think that the police should investigate the matter a little more? All right? So you tell me what you think. If you think that the police should investigate the matter a little more, or you think that they should just ignore the matter and leave it, let it be. Let us put it down as a, you don't believe it, you don't accept. All right? So I'm going to play you, so I played you TV6. I'm going to play you another one, and you tell me what are your thoughts, right? This is your turn. This is your turn to get into, let's go into constructive talk. Let's look into this discussion here. All right, so I'm going to play you this video. Join me on Facebook now, the Street 919 FM. Join me on YouTube, and we're going to look into some videos. We're going to look at some pictures. We're going to look at this man this morning. We're going to scrutinize. We're going to look into this guy here a little bit. All right, we're going to look into this guy background a little bit. Those of you, I don't know how much you all know of him. All right, but we're going to look at him. We're going to look into his background. There's some other pictures I wanted to put up. Let me see if I find it here. Yes, I have this one. Right, so I have all my photos and everything up. So you tell me, listen to this. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube. You tell me what are your thoughts about this gentleman and his claims and what you think? What you think? Look at this. Join me on Facebook. Join me on YouTube. Let me see how much people is on Facebook. I wonder. Anybody on Facebook? Anybody on Facebook? Anybody on Facebook yet? I wonder. Can I see if anybody's on Facebook? Yes, people are joining me on Facebook. Join me on Facebook now. I'm going to play you this first video. Tell me what are your thoughts. Tell me if you think the police should investigate or should not investigate or leave it, let it be. Listen to this.
Why would a government not want to do that?
Well, I have no idea why they would not want to do it.
you to get vaccines. Why would a government not want to do that?
Well, I have no idea why they would not want to do it. But what we are seeing is that where other countries have gone directly to the suppliers and not through the COVAX system, and they have been able to obtain their vaccines. I am aware that Pfizer vaccines entered this country, and a certain medical facility, their employees were vaccinated with Pfizer. How come we never heard about Pfizer entering the country?
You know that for a fact, Mr. Arjun?
I know that for a fact.
The health minister had approved 3 vaccines in legal notice number 174, among which was the Pfizer vaccine on May 21st. And I wanted to know if that is in anticipation of us receiving vaccines from Pfizer in the near future. And then also this morning on one of the morning programs, the head of one of the chambers of commerce is claiming that he knows Pfizer vaccines were imported and used to vaccinate the staff of a medical facility. Could you tell us anything about that? Thank you.
Okay, so yes, the Pfizer vaccine was gazetted in our local newspaper together with the Sinopharm vaccine as well as the AstraZeneca vaccines. What we have done is we have tried the Johnson & Johnson vaccine as well as the Moderna vaccine will be going before the Drug Advisory Committee shortly as well. We are trying to keep abreast of what is happening by WHO standards in terms of their approval, and we are considering the vaccines even before they are scheduled to come into the country. So what we are doing is preemptively approving all the WHO-approved vaccines, looking at the dossiers, making sure everything is okay with it. In the event that negotiations go forward quickly, we have already crossed that hurdle in terms of negotiation. So with Pfizer and AstraZeneca and Sinopharm, we have already gone ahead and approved, and we are going towards Moderna and possibly Johnson & Johnson in the near future. With regards to the statement this morning, with respect to Pfizer being in the country, it hasn't been imported through government legal channels. I have confirmed with the head of the Food and Drug Division this morning that no request has been made to his department for importation and no approval therefore has been given. So if someone has brought in Pfizer, it will be through illegal channels. If any information is known, you can share that information offline to myself or the Food and Drug Department, and we will look into it further.
Right. So, that is one story. All right. That is one story coming out. So Trinidad and Tobago. Then there is this photo after that happened. There is this story that came out. I don't know how many of you saw this. There is this story that came out here. Look at this. Go to Facebook and on YouTube now. Look at this. Look at this. Colview Medical Center put out a statement regarding rumors of vaccine. So, Colview Medical is saying, hey, don't put me in all that thing now. Me know what you talking about. I don't know what this man talking about. It's a we. Right? Join me on Facebook. Join me on YouTube. The discussion is going to get very interesting. All right? Somebody say good morning, Google. He'll look at... Oh, Lord. Hey, only not easy now. So, Gulfview Medical put out a disclaimer. See, now, they don't know about this. Join me on Facebook and on YouTube. I have some more information. But, is the politics in play in all of this? Is this another UNC... yeah, I seen it. Another UNC something that's happening. Because this gentleman, I don't know how many of you are aware, but I'm going to put up the photo. This gentleman is in a photo here with some UNC people, UNC candidates. You're seeing him with Mr. The man from Faizabad, who was the member of Parliament for Faizabad. Then you're seeing him with the chairman for the Superior Regional Corporation. What's his name? You all know these names better than me, you know. I try to remember them, but you know, can't remember his name right now. But yeah. So I want to put up that picture for you all to see. But how many of you know that this gentleman, this was a gentleman at one point in time had claimed that he was kidnapped? You all remember that story too? You all remember that? I wonder how many of you, there's so much things to this gentleman that some of you do remember, I'm sure. There's so much controversy around this gentleman. This is a gentleman here. And the story, I'll put it up for you to see. So, this is a gentleman here, former kidnapped victim. I don't know how many of you remember this. How many of you remember this? Join me on Facebook, join me on YouTube. You all have things to see, we have things to show. But I'm going to take you to the clip on TV6. The TV6 clip the TV6 story that basically got him in trouble. So I want you to listen to this one more time. Tell me, you listen to this whole story and you tell me what you think. So I'm going to take your calls after this. Listen to this story and tell me if you think that the police have something to investigate or this is just a whole big hoax. Listen to this.
Pfizer vaccines entered this country, and a certain medical facility, their employees were vaccinated with Pfizer. How come we never heard about Pfizer entering the country?
You know that for a fact, Mr. Arjun?
I know that for a fact.
Okay, well, we'll obviously, we can't independently verify that, but...
The claim by one businessman on TV6's Morning Edition on Wednesday reignited a firestorm and conspiracy theories online. Asked about the claim at the COVID News conference, the ministry responded.
With respect to Pfizer being in the country, it hasn't been imported through government legal channels. I have confirmed with the head of the Food and Drug Division this morning that no request has been made to his department for importation and no approval, therefore, has been given. So if someone has brought in Pfizer, it will be through illegal channels. If any information is known, you can share that information offline to myself or the Food and Drug Department, and we will look into it further.
But the CMO confirmed that, incidentally, government has recently taken action to put the legal framework in place to import the Pfizer vaccine.
We are trying to keep abreast of what is happening by WHO standards in terms of their approval, and we are considering the vaccines even before they are scheduled to come into the country. So what we are doing is preemptively approving all the WHO-approved vaccines, looking at the dossiers, making sure everything is okay with it. In the event that negotiations go forward quickly, we have already crossed that hurdle.
It was only this past Saturday that the Prime Minister responded to members of the business community who have been lobbying for an opportunity to import vaccines into this country.
I'll be the happiest person in the world if any private sector entity in Trinidad and Tobago could come forward and say, I have been able to obtain WHO properly chain of custodied vaccines, and I have it available for sale in Trinidad and Tobago. I'd be the happiest person.
With respect to the claim about a secret shipment of vaccines, on May 11th, TV6 received information from an employee at Piarco International Airport who alleged that a shipment of vaccines had arrived under the cloak of night, one day after TNT received its second tranche of vaccines through the COVAX facility.
Surely you know they're bringing vaccines tonight again, but only one box. They keep it in real church, all of them here. Well, not the minister not here, but everybody else.
Well, we contacted the Ministry of Health today for a response to the caller's information. We await a response. Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
What are your thoughts? And let me thank Vanessa for her reporting. So you tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you think that there is something to investigate, or do you think that there's nothing to investigate? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Pastor. Good morning.
Hi, good afternoon.
Well, afternoon. Yes, there is something to investigate. And I want to say this. If I had any thought about voting for the UNC, that will never happen in my living time on this earth. You talking about an opposition who only bring in mischief and not trying to come together with the present government to fight something that nobody can see and feel this thing is a joke. Countries come together all over the world, opposition and government, to fight this thing. While they're playing tit-for-tat with people's lives, God forbid, you know. But Trinidad only open all your eye. You see the same woman who ball is only UNC people dying. Well, the spirits, the central Laventy, it beats them, and all these other areas to run havoc. All you open all your eye. I looked and listened, but Gary Griffith, well, you have something to investigate. Deal with a liar. Looked and listened, Pastor Griffith.
All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Dr. Pastor Google.
Uh-huh.
My thing is this, there are two things. One, the medical institution who has been named should have already filed a pre-action protocol letter against the person and have him in court for all the money he's worth if it's not true. Secondly, if Pfizer vaccine came in previously or otherwise, and we have 200 people who vaccinated, thank God we have 200 people left to worry about. So it's not a big issue for me, but if it's not true, he should be sued.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, man. Good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon, sir.
You really believe the cow really jumped over the moon, right?
I am just asking, I just playing the information and asking the people what are their thoughts.
Pastor Google, you see all this sort of tomfoolery and foolishness? Dr. Rowley have a country to run. People have to understand. I want people to understand. This sort of stupidness wouldn't go away. These lies and these tricks and all of that with the UNC supporters and the businessmen. And it's all about the love of money, the love of office. They have a Taranji Banji. And it's not even Taranji, they have a Fufulu. Fufulu is the highest grade as a banker for taxpayers' money. Right? And in a time where they see opportunities of money being doled out, they wish that them could have been there to be splurging and doling out money to the family and friends and contractors and businessmen. So this sort of stupidness and tomfoolery and lies and propaganda and half-truth, it will continue because of the love of money and taxpayers' money. Because they even them they ain't doling it also, you know. But they tell themselves they have this divine right to taxpayers' money to splurge and talk about pyramid for 30 years. But every time you all come to the wicket, you all blow it. You all steal your way out of office. So I don't want anybody come that stupid talk in my ear about pyramids and power for 30 years and trying to get somebody a chance. When you get the opportunity, what you just do? Thief your way out of office, corruption, lies, and all the wrong things that we could think about. All you do till only end up out of office, then only come and then start a bit victim. or pay them in 4 for 30 years and try to get somebody a chance. Man, Pastor Google, no, you know tell something. I, for one, this ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to police me. So, if this is a foreign land, the feds would have done be at his door, you know, have silver bracelets on his hand. But this is Trinidad and Tobago. It's only lies and propaganda. This is all about they've seen opportunities as money, taxpayers' money being spent for the poor. And they wish they had their hands on it to splurge and have a field day with it. Lies and more lies and propaganda. Pastor Google, I go.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor G.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, and to the listeners, nation. What's up, my fellow atoms and molecules? Say this now. Papa G should really dig into that, you know. That is a real serious breach of everything. And it had a caller on another program that he make a link with the doctors, but he make a link in terms of maybe that's why they wanted to stay in Cuba, because Cuba had the facility to deal with the temperature that the Pfizer need now. But, you know, just a legend and conspirizing, if you understand what I'm saying. And to me, it makes sense in terms of all the bacchanal, because think about it, Pastor G. Imagine in this round here, where people praying hard, walking over behalf of doctors and nurses for their health, their strength, and thanking them for all what they do and stuff like that. And you want to tell me, and the gentleman who the interview, I forget his name, boy, you know, you were saying it's just a rotation to prevent doctor burnout and all kind of thing. Where in the world, Pastor G? You were here that, you know, it have a rotation in terms of the COVID-19 mitigation in the hospital. And there's argument against that. And that end up into some kind of fight-down scene. Because to me, that basic, that around the world, if you don't want your doctors burn out and thing, you go rotate them. So I just making the link to say, well, the whole scene should be investigated thoroughly, because that is a serious breach on many levels. And I don't think it's only that it will uncover. If they continue with the investigation, they may uncover a whole, they might uncover a whole mafia in that judgment day. Have a good day, Pastor.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, my take on that is here. Simple, right? How much flights that we have coming in and out of Trinidad lately? So if the vaccine have to come out, you come into the country, there's a special container that it has to be kept in to the thing there. No. How much ships coming to? So if that coming a little longer, you need really things like vaccines. You have to. It's better to bring that airway bill on an airway bill. Now, if you're doing that, then you have to apply the Food and Drug Division of the Ministry of Health to get your certification and all those things. Because if you don't have that, custom and release, no goods for you. They will seize your goods. So that means that the police would have contact with Ministry of Health and Customs to get whatever information they have. No, they don't have it. Now, he is claiming that they bring it in illegal. Well, okay. But then you have the information, the police going to you for the information. You don't have the information to give the police. So where you want the police to go and look for it? The police supposed to what? Wave a magic wand and say, any more. Okay, we're going to. Police don't do that kind of work. So if the police went to you, you cannot nonsense you talk because he said that the deputy COP spoke with him, and then another police officer come and so they did a thorough investigation by trying to ascertain more information from you so they could go and see if they could, deal and get the latest drugs that they're bringing. You couldn't provide none of that. One, what you just did, you wasted the police time.
All right.
Because the police take the resources to one look for that. So he should be charged for wasting the police time.
All right, thank you very much. When I come back, I'm going to play you some more videos and I'm going to take your calls. You tell me what you think. Police should investigate or not. Coming back after this.
Is it all right if I give you some Caribbean reggae music? Worship this afternoon. Yeah. Well, everybody just dance with you right now. Yeah. We are to magnify the name of Jesus. Yes. The song goes like this. Watch it. Look. So we stand and lift up our hands. Hey, for the joy of the Lord is my strength. Hey, so we bow down, worship him now. How great, how awesome is everybody help me say, so we stand. Give us some music again, please now. Right now where you are, in your homes, just begin to worship the name of Jesus. Yeah. The song, love, we say, so we stand and lift up our hands. Lift it up, for the joy of the Lord is our strength. Yeah, we bow down and worship him now. How great and awesome is everybody help me say, yeah, we stand and lift up our hands. For the joy of the Lord is our strength. Hey, we bow down and worship him now. How great, how awesome. Say, holy is the Lord, God Almighty. Yeah, the earth is filled with his glory. Say, holy is the Lord, God Almighty. Yeah, the earth is filled with his glory. Say, holy is the Lord, God Almighty. The earth is filled with his glory. Say, holy is the Lord, God Almighty. Say, the earth is filled with the earth is filled with his glory. The earth is filled with his glory. Hey, the earth is filled with his glory. The earth is filled. One more time. The earth is filled with his glory. Yeah, the earth. Hallelujah.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday at 9:05 to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home or, get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Yes, it's true. Just for you, so we'll get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love. Land Capital Certificates is a passive income service company located at Princess Margaret Street in San Fernando and 5th Street South Woodbrook. At Land Capital, investing is made simple. You invest with us. We make the investments and then you collect returns either monthly or yearly. We have 5 different options you can choose from, and each investment option comes with different benefits starting from TT $5,000. For more information, contact 399-0307. Lend Capital Certificates. It's all about you.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word from 1 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements, silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359.
Or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth, and prevention is always better than medication.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill and you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the house of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So you have to come on the live now. I have some information I want to show you. Right, so I have some good news for you guys. If you come onto Facebook and on YouTube now, you're going to see I have some good news to show you with the Prime Minister. Great news, some stuff, something that, you know, I think most of you, my agenda is to show you some good news on the Prime Minister. So join me on Facebook and on YouTube now. I want to show you something very good. You have to come on YouTube and Facebook. And I want to give you an update on something that's happening in Port of Spain right now on Nelson Street, on St. Paul Street, on St. Paul Street. So if you don't join me on Facebook and on YouTube, you're not going to see it. All right? And I want to show you it now. All right? I want to show you it now. So if you come on to Facebook and on YouTube, you're going to see some great news from the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Rowley. I'm going to show you something that is good news. Good news, something that most of you would want to see. And if you want to have a good weekend, you know, some good news. You know, they always say we don't bring good news all the time, we're bringing bad news. So I'm going to give you some good news today. So if you join me on Facebook and on YouTube now, you're going to see the good news. I'm not going to show you it until I see the numbers go up. All right? So once the numbers go up, I'm going to show you it. So I'm looking at you on YouTube. If you want to see some good news today, join me on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'll give you an update also on what's happening on St. Paul Street. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Mano, happy birthday, man.
Yeah. You see me? You know, the police investigate that fella. Terror investigation. I mean, a real terror investigation. You have to tell me why you're lying to the police if you're lying, and if it's true, what you know. I taken in the back by me to my 2 pit bulls. One from yesterday. And I had the pit bull that threw a bone right in front of a tiny pit bull and I'm short. Let them try to fight to get it. You're bound to tell me if that thing is true, because you can't come and upset a country out just so. So you had the government wrong side, you had the police moving up and down. Before the police take the time to do a good work, you come with something to have them send home for an accident to obstruct something from going on, and I make you pay every cent you have for everything that you do wrong. That is police wasting our police time. If it is fact and if it's true, we'll get the information from. But things are coming in India and nobody knows. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor.
Hi, good afternoon. People are waiting to see this video. You have to join me on Facebook and on YouTube. The Street 919 FM on Facebook, and on YouTube, come on IWER TV. I have something great to show you guys.
I do want to wish Manu happy Easter. All I love blessings him. I can't sing, so I will just say happy birthday, Manu. Much love, much life. And it's always a pleasure to hear your voice. Pastor, I just want to ask a question, or 2 questions, or 3 questions probably. I will ask myself, why would that gentleman from the chamber up in Faizabad, why would he do that? Why would he come out and say that? What made him so emboldened enough that he will come and sit and have an interview on a national television station and say what he said? Is this all connected to the whole behavior of the opposition with how they have been treated with the COVID-19, the candlelight vigils, the misinformation, wear your face mask, the wear your face mask, run punching online, and is it all a connection to what is happening here? So they can't, I'm asking it, so they can't destabilize the country as they would want to do, in the sense when Mrs. Prasad Bissessa was begging for sanctions to be put on this country and going all out her way to create that type of animosity between international countries or not. So, okay, that didn't work. Is it now they're using COVID-19 as a way to destabilize this country? So that you have people, I'm asking questions, so you have people now coming to the front to create confusion, mayhem, because in people's minds, some people don't want to take the vaccine, some people confused, some people scared, and is this not going to make it more scary for person, or for person to say, oh, so they know that the private people bringing in the injection, but the government don't want to get it, so and look how they're trying to treat. Is it that they're trying to, because the people who are making these pronouncements have one ethnic group, Indian people. That's what we're seeing. So is it some connection? We see Vicky, and we are seeing so much others. And I'm asking again, is this all connected? And if we sit down carefully and connect the dots, what story will that tell? I'm going back to the
All right, thank you very much. All right, so people are joining me on Facebook and on YouTube, and they want to see the video. People say, Pastor Google, show the video now. All right, so I'll show you the video, the good news video first. I'll show the good news video first, and then I'll show what's happening on St. Paul Street. If you want to see what's happening on St. Paul Street, you have to join me now and just see what's happening. All right, so let me show you this video here, and then I'll come back and show you what's happening on St. Paul Street. All right, so this is a good news video for today. You have to be a part of it. Join me on Facebook and on YouTube now. Come on Facebook and on YouTube. The only way you can see it is if you're on Facebook and on YouTube. You're going to see some good news. You have to be on Facebook and on YouTube. Come on now on Facebook and on YouTube and look at this video. I'm not telling you what it is. You have to come on to see what it is. Some good news. Some good news today. So go onto Facebook, go onto YouTube, and you'll see the good news. Someone is saying on Facebook, eat your heart out, haters. Go onto Facebook, go onto YouTube. Tell me what you think. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Go on Facebook, go onto YouTube. Tell me what are your thoughts. Come on, we can do better than that, YouTube. I know that you can do better than that. Those of you who are at home, you are in your car, you are traveling, and you're listening to the program, if you go onto Facebook or you go onto YouTube and you type in IWER TV on YouTube, IWER TV, and you would see what I'm showing. I'm not going to say what I'm showing just yet. So you have to share the live, share the live, share the live. Share the live. Come on the live now. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hi, Google. Morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sorry. You see the caller before the last one and the period before this. Listen to me, he's a real detective, and I want you to know that I believe what that man said. You understand?
Okay.
I believe, yes, I believe, but sorry, I can't talk to you personally so that you will understand what I am talking about. But I believe that man. And the fella before the last person, he's a regular caller. I'd really like to hear him. Huh? That was no conspiracy that he came up with. You know, that is a fact that man really thinking. And all you have to do is to watch the situation and think for yourself, and you will understand what is going on. Okay, darling, bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much. So, those of you who are on YouTube and on Facebook, I want to show you now what's happening on St. Paul Street. All right? If you want to see what's going on in St. Paul Street, I'll show you it now. All right? If you give me, you go onto our Facebook page or YouTube page. You want to know what's happening on St. Paul Street as we speak, go onto our Facebook and YouTube page now. Hello, good afternoon.
Faster Google, let it eat the heart out. Let it take that and run up to the side. What beauty.
Yes.
Yes, let it take that and up to the side. Go, look. Let them whine. Let them whine to the side. That's what they envy, Pastor Google. I'm telling them what it is, but I'm just telling you, let it take wood in the fire. That's all.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so let me show you what's happening on St. Paul Street. Those of you who want to be aware of what's happening, well, as you know, Aisha has been giving you all updates on certain things that have been happening on St. Paul's, in Port of Spain, and she has been pleading for peace. Well, look at what's going on St. Paul Street now as we speak. All right? I'm going to show you, take you to that now. Go on and see what's happening on St. Paul Street.
With the camera, he's slow.
So come on and see. The police is now on St. Paul Street and they're doing a thorough search. If you look carefully, you'll see that they have some young men on the wall and they are searching them and they're doing due diligence right now on St. Paul Street. All right? So those of you who are living in St. Paul Street and you're listening to me, and we want to thank you very much for sending me this video. All right, so I'm getting videos from St. Paul Street of what's happening on that end on Port of Spain. All right, I think someone sent us another video. Let me see if I can show you that other video. Wow. So this is another video of what's happening at St. Paul Street. I'm going to show you it now. So you have to go onto our Facebook and YouTube page to see what's happening on St. Paul Street. All right. So the police is down there at St. Paul Street and they're doing their due diligence, all right, seeing what's going on. So I'm taking your calls on 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791, and 466-5391. Those of you who grew up in the days of Sesame Street would remember this video. I'm going to put it up now to give you a good little Friday afternoon laugh. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Google again.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
It's not my birthday, you know.
Is that your birthday?
No. My birthday is March, and thank you, Jenny, for that. Well, I get it in advance for next year. Yeah.
You easy, man. Oh, you could have tell me that.
Who tell you that?
I could have swear today's your birthday.
No, that's my one since in March, man. And the radio station hold me a telephone, a phone recorder to them. They'll give me a phone for my birthday. They never give me none, Sharon.
Mano, have a good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor G.
Yes, sir. You saw the video?
No, I think I have an idea what it is.
What it is? What do you think it is?
Boca Reef.
Of course, the Boca Reef. So those of you who didn't go on the YouTube and Facebook to see the Boca Reef boat And Prime Minister Dr. Rowley towing the boat.
Yes, he towing the boat with Ransom and Pastor, the crown on the jewel, you know. You see, when 6 weeks when you see them offshore patrol vessels reach, all drug lords going and running the hole, all human traffickers, and that is what the real Tabanka is. That's Mr. Manning's dream that is going to be coming true. May God rest his soul. Now, it's supposed to be the one that Mr. Manning had was a helicopter pad, eh? But that was more expensive. But because of funding, we had to deal with it. But Pastor Google, we don't like all you. You all come to the wicket in 86. You see, my duty now is to remind people the historical situation in this country and the lies. You all came to the wicket in 86 in an amalgamation with A&R Robinson, right? We don't like all you, UNC supporters. You all win 33 seats. Before, they said Jack Robinson, Pandey and his boys start to take over the coalition and mash it up and take their marbles and run back to Caroni in 86. That's the first time you all come to the wicket since 30 years the rule of PNM. You all mash it up. Basdio Pandey, Cuba North. You all come to the wicket again in 1985. You all come to the wicket. You all get another chance. The East-West Corridor voted for you all. Right? A.R. Robinson gave you all the 2 seats from Tobago. What did you all do? You all steal your way out of office with the PRCO. Billions of dollars in thievery. But we don't like all you. But we voted for you on the corridor. After all of that again, we voted Patrick Manning, Mr. Manning again. You all came to the wicket for the 3rd time. They're the same people always tell their children and grandchildren we don't like all you. You all came in with 29 seats. In 2010, you all come to the wicket for the 3rd time. Well, boy...
Kola, you know it are real people waiting on the phone line here abusing me, right?
Yeah, all fall down, Pastor. I just want to leave and say...
Yeah, but you see, I'm not even talking that. And then people want to call in and telling me on Facebook and on YouTube, are you talking long thing and not even talking? They want to talk about the boat and how nice the boat looking.
All right, Pastor, let get a chance. No problem with that. No problem.
Who is this boy? Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Caller. All right, caller, you need to call me back. Sorry about that. All right, so, wow. People had to leave the YouTube pages. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
Mommy! Tell them what to do.
Sherry live.
Waiting about the boat.
Pastor Google, we know I get a long time, right? You know that on my phone long time. Pastor Google, that's what they call a prime minister who represent the people of Diego Martin West. Yeah.
You know when Mr. Manning, Mr. Manning was there, I used to boast the same way.
Yes, I always boast about keep Christopher Rowley. You see how healthy my prime minister is looking, Sharon? Good afternoon to you, my dear. You understand me, Sharon Rowley? Good afternoon to you, my dear.
And you know she listens.
Pastor Google.
You know she's listening from time to time.
Yes. Pastor Google, that's what they call a prime minister. Job well done, he and his cabinet colleagues. You understand me, Pastor Google?
Yes,
Mommy. This incident there where I saw you a while ago there where the police or the senator on my phone, the police is wrong at St. Paul Street.
Yes, they are.
I'm not telling you how to do your job.
Yeah.
I also want you also. How come the police doesn't know who killed who? How come the people, the public doesn't know who killed who, Pastor Google? Are you there with me?
I'm listening to you.
You hear Pastor Google?
Yeah.
And I want to say that, how come the police does not know who killed? And I'm saying again, Pastor Google, I've been to homicide upstairs there on 2 occasions because 2 of my kids were murdered.
Yes.
I said to you, I could walk the road proud. They never give me trouble, and nobody can say nothing bad about them. There was killers, there was gangs. Thank God of that past Google. And I tell you, the information when they go up there and they keep asking me, and you expect them to come, to contact you back to tell you, well, I got this information. No way, Pastor Google. And I'm saying again to Mr. Griffith, how come the police does not know who killed who and the public does know? Pastor Google, my last son's birthday was on Monday gone. And I lied on the bed and I cried. You hear what I'm telling you about? And Wednesday, I got a call. You understand me? You know, so and so there, Pastor Google, all I could have borrowed jar 4 times. I say yes. My son turned in the grave. Pastor Google, you have a good one and reach home safe.
God bless you. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Jima.
Yes.
We play 18.
Talk to me.
Yeah, watch that. I like how, you remember when this was our big issue? The boat and them. So they got separated.
You know, I wish I had the clip.
Yeah, a couple clips.
I wish I had the clip with Dr. Rowley saying the fairy.
I call you to tell you that, you know. Fairy, one Pastor Google, the fairy, the fairy thing you have up here, one mate. Where's your seed, mate? And Tobago suffering.
Yeah.
And there's people going down and it's on a boat. You know what I don't like about media, what I don't like about mainstream media.
Tell me.
Is that, all right, we had an issue we was beaten.
Yes.
Right? We beat it, the detrimental.
Yeah.
It did that. So we vote on the PNM for that. So we call election.
Yes.
So we think. But when it have how to put it, but if you were to use vindication.
No, they don't hear that.
Yeah, that's a good one. But when it have vindication passage, they do summarize that what I like about foreign media. Say what they want about America, they just lick say with that. They will bring back the clip and confront you with the new situation. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, and I do like Trinidad and Tobago for that. So watch now. Dr. Paparoli, he ain't just fix the situation, you know. Watch now. He beat the problem into the ground, and if you understand, until we have both carry stuff across to St. Vincent, you know, any Caribbean. I love it. It really some good news. But I thought I was going to say Dr. Oli say open up the construction industry. But anyway, it was good news anyway, Pastor. You enjoying your program.
I hear you, man. So if you didn't see the boat, if you did not see if you did not see the boat and you want a chance to see it now, you say, Pastor Google, you were just saying that you had a video to play and they didn't tell us what video it was. That is why I didn't go up on Facebook. That is why I didn't go up on YouTube. If you're going to show the video again, Pastor Google, I will go up on Facebook and I will go up on YouTube for you to see the new ferry that we got. Remember Dr. Oli used to say every minute, the ferry. We had 3. And you know they still hate him. Boy, hello, good afternoon.
The ferry. Yeah, she ferry, you know. She ferry. I want a ferry godmother and all. And I know you ask the 5 minutes of it, I'll get a ferry godmother. But he's a ferry godfather because he's really working for me. Yeah, what, man? You know, after I was watching Narcos, and when I was watching Narcos, I'm thinking about how Kamala want to bring the country. Everything corrupt. That is how they want. You ever see Narcos? Colombia, Narcos? That is how they want the country. All the politicians and them. They want them to be corrupt. They want them to be, it's madness. They want to now. We have to operate like how they operate in Narcos. That is British soldiers bringing these people and them and deal with them. Kill who do things, lick them up.
All right. The views of the callers, not the views of the street 919 FM. All right, so yeah, about that, Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so if you want to see the ferry, you want to see the good work that the Prime Minister is doing, and you were upset with me because I didn't tell you that is what I was showing, go on to the YouTube page now, go on to the Facebook page now, and you're going to see it with the Prime Minister towing the boat, ting. You see it everything. And this is for people, the naysayers. And this is my agenda today. My agenda is to show the naysayers that all the hate you have, all the dislike you have, all the things that you can never say good happening in Trinidad and Tobago, take this. Take this over the weekend. Not happening good? This happening good right now in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at this. I'm going to pull it up. I want to pull it up. So you have to join me on Facebook and on YouTube to see it. So when they come on the radio and when they come and want to tell you all kind of lies, and I want to make you feel as though nothing good is happening in Trinidad and Tobago, just tell them that a couple years ago, it was the ferry. Take this. Talk now. Talk about this. So you have to come on Facebook and on YouTube to see it. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, I want to say Prime Minister to groom a woman for next election that you could think moody like Samuel and him button.
All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. But I don't want to raise your pressure. I just call it a thing. I like your background.
You like my I don't like how you say that to the nice so So come on in YouTube, come on in Facebook now. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Flavy Banker.
Yeah.
So, Corruption Banker too. Good afternoon, Pastor.
Thank you very much. Go onto Facebook and on YouTube and see the new ferry. Come on. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. The ferry. That was the cry from all of them. But Pastor Google, that thing looking real nice, boy.
Boy.
But, and the thing is now, we don't know second-hand ferry that
no.
You know, I can't wait to travel on those two new ferries.
Tell me about it.
Pastor, but who get the contract to order the ferries and bring it back and to sell with the ferries? Who get the contract?
You tell me your style.
No, usually, you know, the normal thing under the next administration, what they was doing is, you know, they bring in a lawyer thing, and because they couldn't find a thing, and they ask she, and then you have an ex chamberlain in Tobago with a namesake. All them was involved in the ferry. But who involved in this ferry? That is outside, that third man who gained money outside. Who involved in it?
I don't know. That's it.
You see, it's government to government. It's not a government or middleman, but a government. There are no middleman in it. You know what I'm trying to get at? We gain value for dollar. Brand new ferries at a cheaper cost than the ones that was given us the last time when they bring in me.
Thank you very much. And good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, young lady. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great, Pastor John. And yourself?
Well, now I hearing you, my weekend will be best.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, I saw that on the television last night, and I bawled.
Wow.
Pastor Google?
Yes.
Dr. Rowley will go down in history as the best prime minister passed through this country. Say what you want. You see, Dr. Rowley is the best. They can say whatever they like. Right?
Yes.
Oh, did the ferry come through now?
Thank you very much.
Mary now, they are calling Mary now.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, Miss Duvillage.
Let me tell you now. If you are laugh, I would think so. Not when you laugh, so I'll get vexed.
Why?
When somebody people come in and you laugh, and I get vexed. You see, I rock back, but if you are laugh, that just sanity, you know. Because you have to deal with some people on this airway. It's about after 11. This thing come on the boat to Dr. Rowley, and a few of them were storing the ship, the boat.
Yes.
Yes, so they were storing the boat. And I want to say, you know, it's for Trinidad. I don't know why people have this. It's for Trinidad and Tobago. Everything, you know, is a naysay. And another thing, the people who say, the vaccines will be coming, so their mouth will be closed again. And then the ship is there, so their mouth will be closed again. And another thing, Pastor Google, when you come back in the Lord's willing on Monday, you know, I wanted to take a little part of your program for Tobago with this fire. I want to know if it's a normal fire or if it's people that are setting fire to special places. And I think the police officers have to do a deep investigation in this. Because the government says burns, another place where they're storing things burns, something is wrong. And, you know, I look whole morning and I wish that, you know, some people would have been, you know, talking and sympathizing with the people that have lost. But I didn't hear anything like that. And it have days I feel to walk back and I don't feel to say anything because I find we are in a dark and perilous time now. And forget this lady and she, oh, God, forget. And you see those who have come to terrorize you, it's a good thing you just laugh. Continue laughing, my brother. Sometimes it doesn't feel good when you laugh, but laugh. That is to keep your sanity and to be a husband and a father to your family. Go home safe, have a nice evening, and people, let us pray for Trinidad and Tobago. It has reached home in our community. We have lost a gentleman who didn't go anywhere. But I want to say God is in control.
Yes.
We're hoping that weekend will bring better results.
You know, and to the family, you listen. You know, one of the bishops who was on IWER stage passed away, and we
and
want
his
to.
Mother,
Yes.
and his mother, you know.
Yes.
He died, and then the funeral is tomorrow.
Yes.
He died, and then about 4 days after his mother
passed away,
so
and then
he died. And
remember, that's the bishop that was singing this song with. David was anointed with oil and all over Israel.
Bishop Tracy, ask Bishop Tracy. Listen to me, Bishop Tracy. And I want to say, you know, it's reaching home.
Yeah.
It's reaching home. I know other places, you know, it's reaching home. And people, like us, you know, yesterday when I sat home, I went by the gate and I sat down with my chair and my Bible and my papers and I read it. I said, we never know how free we are until freedom is taken away. And it was only taken away for 48 hours or 24 hours. But I want to say, I imagine how Jonah, Noah who built the ark, how them feel when God shut that door for 40 days with all them animals, no window can open. We are free. And let us value our freedom. And I want to say condolences for the Baptist fraternity. It's not one. Bishop Gavin has died too. Somebody from La Romaine, a bishop from La Romaine.
Yes, and my mom was telling me about that because she used to go to that church.
Right. You know, St. John's, right? And it's coming home. It's home. And I want to ask my people, well, we're not going out again. Everybody online now. And, you know, we have to form some way. You know, we do Bible class online. We want to do service online. We want to do everything online. Right? Until such time, we are the church, not the building. And we have to come to that conclusion. And the people, you know, I saw a wonderful program on the air, and then they're telling them, drop off the envelope. This is pandemic time. People don't have. So now the church, all the tithes that we're paying, we have to try to meet our less privileged people and hand out this. Pastor Google, I got my attention the day before, and I bought 3 food hampers of my money. You know why? I believe that people are worse off than me. So let us be kind to one another. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
And I love you all, but sometimes I just rock back because I find too much bantering and I can't handle it too much. And our situation in Point is about 75 people in the new hospital, in the old hospital, wherever. So it's bad. And I thank God for the 24 hours health center that they open because this lady didn't have the right to make that baby on the highway.
All right.
Understand?
Yeah, I have a caller holding on, so I don't want to make her hold too long.
All right.
All right then. Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. How are you?
I am all right. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly flavored. See, we getting a little shower today. Inside all the time,
right.
But enjoying. I have 91.9 to keep me company, keep me alive.
Very good. What do you think about the new ferry that's coming over?
Well, I saw it. It was parked up in Tobago the other day, Wednesday. Yes, 'cause I went to work Wednesday and I saw it. I didn't even realize it was in the harbor. And then I said, oh wait, it's 2 boats there in the harbor. When I look good, I say, We both, man, I said, just now we going and sail. So, yes, we are proud of the 2 boats that we have. I wonder if Watson want to swim to Toko now. I ain't hearing him at all. He just come out the other day, babble him out, but I ain't hearing him coming out and say, and thank the Prime Minister for the boat for Tobago people. We get amnesia of us all of a sudden.
Oh, yes.
We get amnesia. Nobody could take that 10,000 where he was talking 5 for Trinidad and 5 for Tobago and put the money where his mouth is. Our Prime Minister has delivered, and he has delivered for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we here in Tobago, we ain't suffering. We happy like puppy. It have 1 or 2 people, you know, who just a little loner. But we are getting the assistance that we need. We are getting the assistance. And all I could tell my peoples of Trinidad, oh Lord, please, only do what is right. Stay inside. You see how people just all of a sudden getting gunned down and all kind of thing. I going through Facebook, Pastor Google, and never to know one of my relatives passed away with COVID. The young boy from on the airport in Tobago here. Such a lovely gentleman. And just the other day, me and he hail one another, never to know that was the last hail I would have been hailing that young man. So people, please let us take this thing seriously. I am just waiting until I get 100% better, getting off a little cold and thing, and I'm going to get my vaccine. I'm going to get my vaccine. They're vaccinating people in the office, and then they will trickle down to people like myself. But if I can get it outside, otherwise, I am going to take my vaccine. So, Pastor Google, I'm locked on and listening. You're making me happy. I'm smiling. Me home safe.
All right.
And kiss the wife and son for me.
I will.
All right. Going back on Facebook now.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I bring my soul, you take. Every day I pray. Every day I pray, yeah. For the wicked and bad man, oh, they change their ways. Every day I pray, yeah. Every day I pray.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Excellent work, man. Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent work. When you did announce it 2 years ago, I say, well, food. That time will be long, and look how fast that time flying away.
Yep.
And pray that and the Lord, God spares life, so that when he said, witness them 2 vessels there. Yeah, it had a certain individual that said it, that someone that sink.
Yeah. They used to call it a riverboat.
Riverboat, and then he indicate them 2 boats from the what are they going for? He said how a commissioner called somebody call on Dr. Lawley, Skelton and Ronson, and he indicate them 2 boats will never come here. Yeah, and you will never hear nothing more. They'll just have phosphorus and all the money, they'll just pocket all the money. And I hear talk of them on the south side now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I'll play that song for them. I'll play this song for them.
Yeah, perfect song, the Lord. You know, the thing look like, I feel like I was in Disney World, boy, when I see him that way.
Yeah, man.
I tell you, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need to play these kind of songs for them, for that kind of bad mind and that kind of nasty thinking. Yeah, listen to this. All the bad mind people.
Hello, man. Yo, Sasko. We're rolling this time. When I see my friends become my enemy, I have to far. No one near them will not go. No link, no bar. Because I know dirty and can't sweep it room. They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. One of these days, what I want you to do, right? Call a minute of silence in the country. We're glad you and see what's in power with this COVID thing.
All right, thank you.
Enough of them now go like that tune, yeah. Why? Bad man stuck in the bed like a tumor. Them bird like tree stripe, one a night made by Puma. Them dead believe for lies, not only by rumor. Start though you not to them, I say you got a code. Get the visa, you fly out them, I pray for you drop out them. Sit down like calculate by in and you account them. Say them are your friend, but them heart mama about to make.
Well, dirty heart can't sweep it through.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. And there is no bad mind antidote. They shall slowly fade away.
You know, there's a part of this song that I like to hear. You say that there is no antidote for bad mind, you know. None whatsoever. No antidote for bad mind. When you're a bad mind, you're bad minded. But, Trinidad and Tobago, I'm looking to make my way out of the studio, but I have to play this one for you.
If I should die before I wake, I pray my soul.
Listen to this, listen to this.
Every day I pray, yeah. For all the wicked and bad mind, hope they change their ways. Every day I pray. Yeah, every day I pray, yeah. For everybody that is suffering, hope they see the way. Try protect against the evil at heart and the evil at mind. We trying to live this evil of time. So like a youth man, I hope you make up your mind. Cause once you don't do the crime, pay with your life or with time. Many choose the life, but they're not built for the fight. Why be fully done when you could be fully wise? Pray for the people working out day and night. Cause in the system, poor people just cannot survive. Every day, every day, as I lay me down to sleep, I pray my soul you keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray my soul you take. Every day I pray, every day I pray, yeah. For all the wicked and bad mind, how they change it.
And I want to play this one for the young men who finding themselves involved in all the crime and the war, the gang wars. All the gang wars. Listen to this one. Listen to this one, Trinidad and Tobago.
Say them a rasta, and them not know about Jaja. Say them a Muslim, and them not know about Utala. Say them a rasta, and the boy no know a scripture. KKK, them a Muslim, and them can't recite a surah. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Yeah, change up your attitude and show some gratitude. All the negative energy you got to refuse. Let God be your fuel, you don't be no fool. Educate yourself cause in this world knowledge rules. And energy is real, so watch the things you do. Ain't no messing that shit for real, yes I'm telling you. So live with love, live with love. Say them a rasta, and them not know about Jaja. Say them a Muslim, and them not know about Utala. Say them a rasta, and the boy no know a scripture.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hope you're having a pleasant day. Pastor Google, when Dr. Eric Williams said the future of our nation is in the children's school bags, I can't remember the exact phrase or sentence. But, you know, and that's what he's talking about. If your bag is empty, you go to school, waste time, you come out here to do nothing. If it's full and you take the opportunity to learn, to read, to get information, to do research, you know, and it means that you have a positive mind. Okay? And I also want to say that, you know, when Ms. Kamala Bissetta became Prime Minister, she went to India. She went to a village. And she told him, that they should go to school and educate themselves. Why she's not telling people to do that instead of getting into gangs? You know, it's all about the leaders of some people. If you have people saying the wrong things and doing the wrong things and you don't condemn it, that means you favor it. So all these people and the gentleman who talk about, the concerning the drugs that coming in, that he know it for a fact, right? And she didn't condemn it. Nobody on her side does not condemn those things. So you get the people to say the wrong thing and believe the wrong thing. Have a pleasant evening.
All right, thank you very much.
Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Nothing a gwan for the community the way you are gwan. Yeah, change up your attitude and show some gratitude. All the negative energy you got to refuse. Let God be your fuel, you don't be no fool. Educate yourself cause in this world knowledge rules. And energy is real, so watch the things you do. Ain't no messing that shit for real, yes I'm telling you. So live with love, live with love. Say them a rasta, and them not know about Jaja. Say them a Muslim, and them not know about Utala. Say them a rasta, and the boy no know us.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Uh-huh.
You leave, I leave it there, standing, you know what to say, so you know what to say. He's so strange. He talking about the boat should be named under Trinidad name, huh? So you had to come up with something.
But it was named after the Boko Reef now. So this one is the Boko Reef. You remember he had a problem with the APT James, right? He wanted the APT James to name after a place in Tobago. So now that they name this boat after a place in Tobago, I don't know that Mr. Levy there has an issue now. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon again, Pastor G. I won't be long. Yeah, this now. I want to commend the lady. I want to commend the lady for what she said, and she's so right. You know, some years ago I was telling supporters at the PNM and thing, or people on the whole in general, listen to what they're telling you, and then find out if that's what they're going to. Whatever they're telling the children, they're not telling you. Them brother and plenty brothers take the chain up all day. When they chain up, they bring about councillor and representative and this one other minor and all them kind of thing. They're going and telling the children something different. So, lady, I want to big up your call this afternoon. Pastor G, reach home safe. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Guga, you see, there's another misconception going around. Pastor Guga, what I said, Dr. Rowie took our taxpayers' money and buy 2 boats. And not one of them is named after nothing or nobody in Trinidad. Pastor Google, the 2 boats that is coming from Astel, what he named them?
What he named them?
Pastor Google?
What he named them?
Not Scarborough and Wallaceburn. What he should have done first, he did last, like everything else.
But who determines? You determine that?
We are the government.
No, but you determines that who determines how to name what? You know what? You know anything about that? Who does sit down and name the boats? The Prime Minister does sit down and say, I want a boat name APT James, and I want our next is the Prime Minister who does it?
Pastor Google.
I asking you a question and something.
What he should have done first.
No, asking you who named the boats.
Pastor Google, like everything else, the virus, the borders, the boats, like everything else, Pastor Google.
You get converted by them fellas and them on the next station, boy. All right, I'm out of here, Trinidad and Tobago. Talk to you all on Monday. Please go on. Please be safe. Stay inside if you don't have to go anywhere. All right, and remember, wash your hands. Wear a mask and social distance. God bless. Talk to you on Monday.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Give me a Holy Ghost. If your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if your